if I find myself in a situation where maybe Brad is choking me, for example, or pinning me up against this, whatever this is, here, all of the basic moves and movements that I may normally do from this position still come into play. I can make this defense, take my gun side away, transition to my knife here, here, and here, and then I can always go to higher force from this position if I wanted to. Continue to move away from the wall, this kind of thing. Again, just understanding that we're fighting with a knife, not knife fighting. So whether it's a choke from the front or whether it's a body lock, Brad grabs me around my body, this kind of thing, and I want to be able to retain my weapon, my firearm, and I want to be able to get my back off of this wall, and I want to be able to make space. So it's an easier transition to do that, and then I can move and still retain the knife and go to higher force.
This stuff isn't rehearsed, man. You're just,
yeah,
you can throw anything at you.
I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm gonna do once he grabs me. I have no idea at what point I'm gonna take the knife out, where I'm gonna go with it. Like we talked about in the other stuff, you know, I'm looking to do as much damage as I can as quickly as possible, make space, and now I should be running, or if I have higher force on me, I'm going to that, or whatever it is.
So like if you had your chest against the wall and he was behind you, pressing you up, something that
like
I
this.
just kind of...
Something like pinned up against the wall like this.
Or even worse, like he's got his body on you, he's got his shoulder on you, you know?
Yep.
And he's like that, you know?
And he may be doing this, trying to grab something, trying to whatever. Same idea. Here I am.
Right. So the idea of learning how to fight, developing skills, and
because right there, not a technique I'm going to teach somebody. You know, the technique is, well, I found myself, hopefully I'm avoiding a situation like this, but just having an understanding, even if I don't get to the knife, even if I don't have a knife, I have a basic understanding of, go ahead.
Like if he's punching you.
Yeah,
like
if he's punching. Go ahead. If he's punching, I need to cover. I have to cover this and I have to cover this because there's a wall. If I just, even if I cover this side and he just hits me hard, boom, my head's gonna hit the wall.
Right.
So I need to cover here and here. So as he's hitting, go ahead. So as he's hitting, but ultimately I have to turn and face him. I have to fight him.
Right. And the amount of time that happens obviously isn't real time because your weapons are exposed when your hands are up like that, right?
That's right.
That's what people are gonna ask.
It can't be, well, I just, here, because he may hit me one time and then try to grab for a weapon.
Exactly.
And obviously, you know, these are exposed right now where if I'm carrying appendix here and here, I'm going to be wearing something to cover these up, but still.
Obviously, right.
If it's a police officer, for example,
right,
and he's carrying it 3 o'clock, you know, and in that case, it's going to be exposed. Now, hopefully he's got retention on the holster and that kind of stuff, but same kind of deal. If I'm getting pummeled in here, you know, this kind of stuff is designed to help me weather the first 1 or 2. And then I have to be offensive. I have to go to hitting him. That's how you win fights. Defense, you know, I said it in the video the other day, defense is for suckers. If I just defend from here, this is going to be over quickly. I need to turn that kind of predator-prey mentality, that paradigm, that needs to shift as quickly as possible, or I'm going to take a beating.
Right. So let's talk about the knife design and how it facilitates that.
Yeah.
I've felt that it's easy to grab.
Yep.
The sheath is probably the best I've ever seen. Let's talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so, and obviously this is the trainer, and it's, it will be blue anodized all the way through. But it's got the finger grooves, and it's got an oblong ring. It's designed to be able to work with hands that are gloved. I've got a nice punching edge here for it. Tanto style blade, which is great for stabbing, slashing, snap cuts, you know, any way that I would want to do damage to somebody with a knife.
It's great too that I noticed you had your index finger in there. It feels good even without it in there.
Yeah, for sure. However I grab it, it's going to work. And under stress, you know, that may be difficult to get, but this is no problem.
Right.
And it's still relatively easy to retain because I've got the circle and the the hilt here. So working in fighting with a knife from whatever position I end up in, that's the goal ultimately.